Oh
Edward,
my God, it's
switch
happening.
over to the Hartley modulator. Do you copy?
Gee now. How's this?
Oh, that's done it. Edward, what's going on there?
We're under attack. They're inside the building.
Inside? Can you keep them out of the basement?
I'm trying, Jack. I've never seen raiders that... For God's sake, Sammy, the doorway, right there. Sorry. Things are a little busy around here right now.
Listen, if they're inside the building, you have to go to the office and shut down the elevator. You can't risk them getting to Lorenzo.
Got it. Office. Elevator. You better round up whoever you can and get...
Hello? Edward? Come in! Edward! Ah! There's no signal at all. I've lost him.
What's happening, Jack? If these people are inside Parsons, if they free him...
Don't worry, I'll handle it.
I always knew it would end this way. I never should have allowed you to lock up Lorenzo in that place.
That isn't helping, Mother. And as I recall, using the serum was your idea, not mine.
So what are you going to do?
I said I'll handle it. I'm thinking.
Who are you again?
What's going on?
That was Edward. He's at Parsons, the old asylum. They're under attack by raiders. It's strange. The guards have held off raiders before without any trouble. I don't know what's gone wrong this time.
Probably the same raiders that stole the serum.
Could be. If some of them had used the undiluted serum, it could explain their unusual success against Edward's men.
I'm getting used to not knowing what's going on.
I'm sorry if you feel that I've been keeping you in the dark. The serum that the raiders stole confers a host of benefits. The main one being to halt aging. My family and I are all over 400 years old, but it also confers other side effects, especially in the undiluted form that the raiders stole.
If you're 400 years old, then you were born before the Great War.
Yes, I think you were too. I'd say mid-21st century?
What makes you think that?
Patterns of speech, general demeanor, physical health. You reminded me of the old days the moment I laid eyes on you. I just didn't put my finger on it until now. Is there anything else before we get going?
Where do you get this serum from?
My father, Lorenzo Cabot, is confined in Parsons. He became dangerously unstable after handling an artifact he found on an archaeological dig in Arabia. He gained various seemingly paranormal powers, as well as becoming increasingly irrational and violent. In the end, I had no choice but to confine him, for his own safety, as well as ours.
Jack, are you sure it's wise telling her all this?
In the course of my attempts to cure him, I discovered that the artifact had introduced anomalies into his blood. So the source of his insanity is also the basis of the treatments that have prolonged all our lives. The irony isn't lost on me, but if he were to escape from Parsons, I would lose my father forever. I will not allow that to happen. Not to mention that the artifact has made him paranoid, homicidally violent, and endowed with extraordinary abilities.
Being locked up for 200 years by your own son might make anyone a little grumpy.
I'm getting tired of your constant jibes. Just do what you're being paid to do. Hold on, weren't you off looking for Imogene? Did you find her?
Yeah, I found her. Hard to believe she didn't want to come home to her loving family.
That's truly none of your concern.
At least there's one small comfort on this terrible day.
You'll be wanting to be paid, of course. Edward usually handles these things. Caps is what you use for currency, isn't that right? Here, I hope that's the right amount. Before we go, I need you to understand something. When we get to Parsons, you need to do exactly what I tell you. Nothing more, nothing less. Is that clear?
I'm not that great at taking orders.
Then it's time to learn, or neither one of us is likely to leave Parsons alive. Make sure you have whatever you'll need for a serious battle. I'll wait for you outside.
Jack, be careful. And try not to hurt him.
I love Father at least as much as you do. But you know as well as I do that if he gets free, there will only be one option.
Don't let it come to that, please.
I'll do my best, Mother. And if Imogene finally comes home, for God's sake, don't let her leave again until I get back. Now, I really do have to go.
I don't need anything right now, thank you.
Almost there. Let's hope we're not too late. Edward's men seem to have given a good account of themselves, but not good enough, sadly. We need to get to my office. From there, we can see how bad things really are. Okay, stick close, follow my orders, and I'm sure everything will be fine. Let's go.
An entire place just to hold crazy people. So, raiders.
Horrors like this aren't unique to
Jack's
Boston.
the real deal.
The
I didn't see
entire
that coming.
world has lost its way.
We'll have to find a way around.
Through Parsons. Father considered having Antoinette committed once. He didn't have the heart to go through with it.
Somebody spent a lot on these murders. Something over there.
Light him up!
This is my property. You are trespassing. More of them?
Kill them!
Yes.
Edward, how badly are you hurt?
I'm not dead yet, but I don't think I can get up.
You kept them from using the elevator?
Yeah. I sent the elevator down to the basement like you wanted and shut it down.
Good.
Shot quite a few of them before they decided to leave me alone in here. Haven't seen anybody for quite a while. I think. It's hard to keep track of time.
Are you sure you can't get up? I could really use your help.
Yeah, Jack. I'm pretty damn sure.
Well, then don't worry about it. Me and your friend here will have to take care of things ourselves. They've definitely reached the basement, although I don't understand how they knew how to get past it. It doesn't matter now. We'll have to go through the abandoned part of the building. It looks like the Abremelin field is still functioning, although several of the security doors in the basement have already been breached. We'd better hurry if we want to stop them. They seem determined to reach Lorenzo for some reason.
I'm not going any further until you tell me what's going on.
I suppose it's time you knew. It's hard to overstate exactly how dangerous the artifact has made Lorenzo. In addition to being homicidally psychotic, he has also gained enhanced strength and unusual resistance to most kinds of physical damage. He also commands a kind of local telekinesis, which appears to be projected by the artifact itself. Now, We need to get to the basement before these intruders find a way to set Lorenzo free. Follow me.
Be careful, Jack.
There we go.
You too.
You okay?
Don't worry about me.
What the?
If I had any hairs, they'd be standing.
A mess. Let's hope we can find a way through. The utility elevator is on the bottom floor. Come on.
Not exactly the pushover that we were promised.
Well,
What?
fewer people left in the
Morons
game
out
means
front
more chance for us, right?
right in.
Lock and load.
You gonna fucking pay for that?
Disappearing act. Huh? Open fire! Asshole, just give up.
God's sake, how many of these bastards are there?
Get
Incoming.
Getting tired yet? You're dead! You hear me?
shit! Stop!
Good. The old utility elevator is still working. This will take us to the basement. Come on, this is the only way down.
Going down.
Hi.
If they manage to free Lorenzo before I can stop them, it's not worth thinking about.
Don't have the key.
Kill everyone you see. Don't hesitate. We can't let them release Lorenzo.
That's it.
Those idiots are trying to shut down the Abremlin field. That's the only thing keeping Lorenzo from breaking out of there. We need to get in there and stop them.
Hello, Jack. It's been a
Places
long
like this
time since
always
I've had
remind
the
me of
pleasure of a personal visit.
Father, I will stop this.
My powers have grown, Jack. The artifact still has so much to teach me. Once I am free, I will be happy to teach you too.
You know I can't let you out until I can remove the artifact. Let me see. Lucifer's balls. They've locked down all the security doors. I'll have to open them one by one from here while you work your way down the hallway. Quickly now!
That's right. You need to shut down the containment field in order to open the door.
You worthless maggots, hurry!
You'd best hurry it up. My son is quite capable of stopping you if he gets in here.
Hey there.
We can't let them free
That's
Lorenzo.
right. You need to shut down the containment field in order to open the door.
Shit, they're breaking through the security doors! Hurry it up!
I'm opening
You're
the
running
main
out of
door.
time.
Hurry! The Adrenaline field is down.
Apparently, even the simplest task was beyond your capabilities. That's it. I can feel my strength returning. Now, I will finally be free.
We've got incoming.
One chance. I just need a moment to enter the failsafe codes. It's not too late. It will take some time for him to regain his powers. We still have a chance to stop him.
Don't listen to
Bingo.
my son.
There we go.
He's the crazy one. You know this. Look at what he's done to me.
I built a failsafe into the containment grid. Switch the 4 Abremelin generators to manual override, and I can flood his cell with a lethal dose of Zeta radiation.
Do the right thing. Open this door and let me out.
Powers are returning.
Think back on everything Jack has told you. Who do you think is really the crazy one here?
That's it! Don't worry, the Zeta radiation won't harm you. I'm sorry, Father. I did everything I could to avoid this. I believe I was close to finding a way to remove the artifact.
Liar! You'd have put me here forever if you'd had your way, puny worm. Do you truly think you have the power to destroy me?
Goodbye, Father.
Are we sure he's dead? He seems like the kind of guy who'd go cool.
Yes. Hey,
Just say the word. Yes, my dear.
that's all. Hey,
We didn't have any other choice, did we?
you're going to have to decide that for yourself.
I know. He would have killed both of us, of course. And then the rest of my family, and that would only have been the beginning. His crimes, back when he was free. It was only because of my family's influence that he ended up here, rather than on death row. The world now, it's a world made for monsters. Nothing could have stopped him. No, I've answered my own question. We truly had no choice.
Looks like I'm out of a job.
Yes, without Parsons to maintain, I don't see a need for your services. Before you go, I couldn't have done this without your help. I think this is fair compensation. I won't be needing your services after this.
Saving your family has got to be worth more than that.
You're right. I shouldn't hold a grudge after all your help. You know, I was so close to understanding the artifact. Now that I can study it directly, I may be able to do something useful with it. Come back and see me at Cabot House in a week or so. All my research may not have been completely in vain.
Hey, always best to use the carrot over the stick. What is it, my dear?
Do not listen to him! Surely you can see that. You fool!
Ah, at long last, you did the right thing. You'll see.
Father, don't do this.
Too late, Jack. Why don't you wait there so that we can have that little chat that's so long overdue?
Get away while you can.
It seems Jack doesn't want to talk to his father. We'll have to kill him, you know. And all the rest of them.
Say I do help you kill Jack and the rest of your family. What's in it for me?
What Jack stole from me, I will give to you freely. The gift of immortality. But first I have some unfinished business to deal with. With your help, I trust. Meet me at Cabot House. I'm sure that's where the rats will congregate. I'll meet you at Cabot House. Let's go.
Why did you release Lorenzo?
I wasn't sure who was telling the truth, you or him.
And now he's coming here to kill all of us. Are you satisfied?
This is my fault. I hired this idiot, and she betrayed you.
Give me one good reason why I shouldn't just kill you right now.
Don't you want my help?
The problem is, I don't know whose side you're on. Based on what you did back at Parsons, I have to assume Lorenzo's.
If I wanted to kill you, you'd be dead already.
I can see why you like her, Edward. She has such a way with words.
Oh my...
Ah, you're all here. Good.
How did you get in here?
Why so surprised? This is my house, after all. I like what you've done with the place.
Lorenzo, thank God you finally escaped. Jack just wouldn't listen.
Be
You know
silent!
I would never.
You have all betrayed me, kept me a prisoner, and fed off me like vampires to prolong your pathetic, worthless lives. That is now over. Your time is up. Hey, Jack. If you've got something that'll help me, now's the time.
We are the best.
It could have been a lot worse.
Hi.
Now do you see? I told you what would happen if Lorenzo got free.
Don't forget, I didn't have to come back here to help you.
That's true. And things could have turned out much worse than they did. At least nobody died. A small miracle, really. I only wish I'd been able to find some way to cure my father before it came to this. I still believe that with a little more time, I might have found some way to remove the artifact. But it doesn't matter now.
You're just sorry that you lost your source of immortality juice.
I don't care what you think anymore. Before you go, you did make the right choice in the end. So I feel I owe you something for your help. I think this is fair compensation. I won't be needing your services after this.
I think I deserve more than that, after saving you and your whole family.
You're right. I shouldn't hold a grudge after all your help. You know, I was so close to understanding the artifact. Now that I can study it directly, I may be able to do something useful with it. Come back in a week or so. All my research may not have been completely in vain.
I don't understand why he was so angry at all of us. It was for his own good. Couldn't he see that?
I always knew we shouldn't be using the serum. But who could resist such a temptation?
Hi.
I guess Jack knew what he was doing, keeping Lorenzo locked up like that. It could have been a lot worse.
He was going to kill me. Kill all of us.
At least no one was killed. Have you lost your mind? Why did you release Lorenzo?
Is Lorenzo here yet?
No, of course not, or we'd all be dead already. Now answer the question. Why did you free him?
You were just keeping him prisoner, to keep yourselves alive.
That's a lie. I've worked for centuries to find a way to cure him. But he doesn't want to be cured. He likes what he's become.
Hold on there, Jack. She has a point. Your story about curing Lorenzo has never quite added up.
What are you doing, Edward?
I'd just like to hear what she has to say. She's talked to Lorenzo. I never have. You're saying you think Jack's been lying about Lorenzo all this time?
I don't know. He seems pretty crazy now, but who wouldn't be after being locked up for 400 years?
Well, Jack, anything you want to clear up before Lorenzo gets here?
You can't seriously doubt me, Edward. After all I've done for you?
Oh my...
Ah, you're all here. Good.
How did you get in here?
Why so surprised? This is my house, after all. I like what you've done with the place.
Lorenzo, thank God you finally escaped. Jack just wouldn't listen.
Be
You know
silent.
I would never.
You have all betrayed me, kept me a prisoner, and fed off me like vampires to prolong your pathetic, worthless lives. That is now over. Your time is up.
Oh God, oh God! Please, Lorenzo, it wasn't me. It was Jack.
Hey, Lorenzo.
Well, that's done. Thank you for your assistance.
I didn't do this for nothing.
Don't worry. You will find I always keep my promises. Here is your reward. I will provide you with a lifetime supply, as needed. But remember, this is my gift to you. I will give you another vial when you need it, for your own use only. Do not sell it, or throw it away. After business, pleasure. Help yourself to a drink if you like. Jack seems to have done very well for himself, despite everything. As for myself, I can see that I have a lot to learn. Things have changed while I've been locked away. This new world seems to be one of limitless possibilities for people of our talents and inclinations.
If you like dirt, radiation, and random violence, you're in for a treat.
You're looking at things the wrong way, my friend. The old world's luxuries were paid for by an infinity of rules and restrictions. There was no room for a truly creative mind to flourish. Now, however, there's nothing to stand in my way. Or yours.
Hey there.
Yes? What can I do for you?
Are you really over 400 years old?
Yes, I truly am. Although since I spent almost 4 centuries of that locked in a tiny room, I have spent most of my time exploring my own mind, as it were. Was there anything else?
I was curious about the ancient artifact you always wear.
Jack spent so many futile years trying to understand this. I could have told him everything he wanted to know. Through it, I commune with the ancient minds that founded our civilization. Whether they live within it, or it communicates with them through time or space, or whether it simply holds their memories, I don't know. What I do know is that it has widened my horizons beyond the tiny scope granted to normal men. I spent my long captivity exploring the memories of the ancients, their arts and sciences, their philosophy and worldview. Did you need something else?
I need more serum.
When you've used what I gave you, I will be glad to provide another vial. Are we done?
It's a damn shame things had to end like this.
I never expected you to turn on Jack like that.
I've had my doubts about the Lorenzo situation for a long time. You may not realize, I've been working for the Cabot since before the Great War. I never met Lorenzo, of course. He was already locked up in Parsons when I came on board. So I've had to take Jack's word for everything the whole time. And I won't lie, I had a good situation here, and I didn't want to rock the boat. I don't know if it was the right decision or not, but what's done is done.
You didn't owe Jack anything. You were an employee, nothing more.
Well, I don't know about that. But I'd given him plenty of loyalty over the years without getting much respect in return. Well, no point in hanging around here any longer. I'm done with the Cabots.
Hey there.
Ah, my friend. Good to see you again. What can I do for you?
Never mind.